I'm on day 3 of my recovery days. Came back on Friday morning, and this is, I think, the first time that I kind of gave myself a recovery days after an international trip. Because usually I just go straight back into work since I come back in the morning. But this time I'm like, let's just be good to myself and rest. And so I've been resting since Friday, today's Sunday. And then yesterday I spent most of my day organizing all the stuff I bought and brought back from Japan. Thankfully didn't get stuck in customs. It's been scary because I was like, are they gonna like try to like tariff tax me for the stuff I bought in Japan, even though it's over $800? But I have global entry and they didn't even ask me any questions. So that was a relief. But I did still like organize all my receipts, like kind of the big purchases, to like just in case they ask. But thankfully they didn't. So yesterday I spent most of my day organizing, and then at night I started kind of attacking my pile of ephemera. So this is like a huge folder of with things that I brought back, packaging from things, DMs that I collected that I wanted to use. I was very good this time. I was very conscious in exactly what I wanted to use. So I've used most of it now, and like I can be comfortable discarding the rest now. And then on this trip, I also brought my Traverse Factory paper pocket, and it's immensely helpful because I was able to sort all my receipts on a daily basis, essentially. So each page is like the day. I should have written on it, but I realized I could now reuse it for the next trip, which is great. And so that allowed me to stay organized too with the ephemeras. And all this to say, it really helped me with sorting all my ephemera so that I can put them into my TN. So this trip, I've only brought one. I'm there for 2 weeks, which is really funny because my last time I did this kind of Japan trip, also 2 weeks, also fall, was 2023, and I spent one entire insert for Tokyo part of the trip, and then another entire insert for the Kyoto and Kurashiki part of the trip. But this time I was able to condense and really pare down. I think the last time I did this in 2003, I printed out a lot of photos and stuffed them in, and then whereas this time I was more laissez-faire about saving space for photos, and instead was more about junk journaling in the literal sense, like putting wrappers, packaging, ticket straps, scraps, and I did still print photos, so I don't know where they're gonna go, maybe into my main journal, in my take a note, but my Traverse notebook is happily filled with literally all the things that I collected. And so even without like writing in it yet, I have a pretty established base, and now I just need to like go back and write some notes. But I thought I would do a little flip through to show you guys. But the Kanea Hotel refill is really just perfect for this trip. It kind of has a great aesthetics. And plus, I actually went to Nikko this time. The only thing is I didn't actually visit the Kanaya Hotel. I passed by it. I unwittingly realized belatedly that it was next to our hotel. Like they have a one near the Chuzenji. I thought, because we totally did not go to the region where the original Kanaya Hotel was. But there is like a second Kanaya Hotel location. And then that's where our hotel was next to. But what's really pretty, is looking at the whole refill and then like, enjoying the aesthetics, the whole traveler's vibe. And I used the Love and Trip sticker, letterpress sticker that I got at the beginning of this year. Let me see if I can zoom in, and then we can upload this to YouTube later so that I don't get demonetized. But yeah, kind of hotel. I started journaling on the plane by doing a little doodle, just from photos, because I was bored. Of course, got to put your boarding pass in there. And I kind of journal about the movies that I watched. I was taking scraps from the headphone paper wrapping. We got premium select on Delta. We got Sky Priority. It's all really nice. And then this is our first day and landing. So this is like the card sleeve that they give you to, put your room card in. So I learned this from Joe. I love saving it because it became literally a pocket I could put things in. And so this is the ramen that we queued for the first day, which I'll need to journal about. Second day, went to the Tokyo International Pen Show, and I tipped the entire flyer in because I love the penguin food theme. And then on the back you can see the kind of like the cut-off portion of some of the vendors in here. The Tokyo International Pen Show. I utilized some photos for this trip. I bought a Kodak Retro 2 mini printer from this trip, and it was amazing. It prints these 2x3s, and the color is like pretty vivid and accurate. And I ended up just printing 12 photos, and like that's it. That's what I'm gonna use in my journals. Where's my printer, by the way? I was gonna show you, but it's not like at the ready. I don't know where I put it. Okay. But yeah, I collected a ton of Meishi business cards from these Japanese vendors, including one from Glassophy. So yeah, I posted this photo because this is the one that got away. I regretted so much not buying it because look at this little popsicle with the penguin and the little tube from June from Glassophy. But I did get another item from her, which is the Sanshoku penguin. Hilarious story. I saw her post everything right before the pen show, on the day before the pen show, and like people could like reach out and reserve, and that's kind of what I did last time when she came to the International Pen Show. And the cool thing is this one is kind of like a fude nib as well. You can kind of see here. So I was like, I need this, but I was about to board my plane to Japan, so I was flying in on October 31st, Halloween, and I would land on November 1st in the afternoon, of which the tips would have already started. So I sent her the message before the day, like the day before tips started, but I was about to go on this flight where I have no signal. So I have no idea if she's going to see my message and reserve it for me or not, because it's obviously very late in Japan time when I sent that message for her. So I just like, fingers crossed, I sent you the message. If you could save it for me, that would be great. If not, I totally understand. Feel free to sell it if you're not comfortable saving it for me. And then I realized I was texting her from my personal account. So I was like, oh, by the way, this is April from Penguins Creative. Because she does, I think, know me. And this is like more from the Tokyo International Pen Show, other postcards, places that I've shopped from. This is the stamp from the Tokyo International Pen Show, and it's really fun because they made it a rally. So you basically can collect this top portion, this middle portion, and bottom portion on separate places around the pen show. So you kind of have to go into a little treasure hunt situation, or it's mostly by the entrance. So it's not that hard because there's 2 levels at the show plus the main entrance. So I was hilariously stamping many copies of this top part without realizing this is a 3-part stamp. And then I was like, oh, that's why they made it this way. So I thought it was all separate. So leaving some space for journaling later. I had such a great time. I did so much damage, which I'll write about in my Substack post, I think. And I did all that on day 2 of arriving in Japan because I landed on November 1st. Tips was November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And I went on the 2nd day, earliest block, earliest entry, had to go through the entire queuing, mood shuffling thing, which is really funny and quite interesting and really systematic and well organized. My Sumiko Gurashi beer glass that my friend gifted me. It was really fun. And then day 3, November 3rd, I finally had some time to relax. This is the day where Ellie and I got to hang around, and we went to this fun little analog market that is near the Tsujiki Market, hosted by Audio Technica. So basically, it's a place it's an outdoor market that was selling secondhand items, some stationery, vinyl, really cool vibes. And then we kind of hung around and did a lot of things together. And at night we had dinner with CY at a tape. And then this is the part where we took the train to Nikko. You have to take this special Tobu railway. That's not like the Shinkansen and not like the regular rail. The specific rail that goes up to the northeast region, I think. And then I researched and wanted to take this really cool train called the Spacia X. And I bought the tickets in advance, had to wake up super early because I remembered the time or I didn't read carefully. So I thought I needed to wake up at when the clock turns 12 to like fight for the tickets. But turns out I could just wait till like 9 a.m. Japan time. But we got to ride the Spacia X in the cockpit lounge. I don't think I have photos here, but I will have them later. And we got to sit in this lounge where there's a cafe at the front of the train. Super cool. Actually, maybe I do have photos. I printed a ton. I could show you guys as I go along. So it's this really cool lounge-like train with a bar at the back, and that's what's called the Goen Cafe. So totally took home a ton of ephemera. And then we finally arrived at Nikko. There was a really windy road that you have to take to go to this area in Nikko called Chuzenji, which is this lake. And Elliot enjoyed that thoroughly. We splurged. My goodness. I'm gonna turn down the ads part. We splurged and stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. So here's the room we had. Super relaxing. There's an indoor individual bath. Super nice, where you can look out at the view. So again, ephemera from the Ritz. I did not even hesitate to break into my Kanaya Hotel sticker pack to use to decorate this space, because this was kind of like the highlight of our trip. Kanaya Hotel. So our hotel is a little bit to the left here, and I realized these blue rooftop ones was actually an extension of the Kanaya Hotel, of course. I took photos of it thinking it's pretty. Didn't realize I could probably go there and see if there's merch. So the hilarious thing is that I didn't visit Kanaya Hotel. I managed to collect part 1 of their 5-part stamp rally because I went to a bakery of theirs by the train station. So I didn't buy any Kanaya Hotel merch, and then later I met up with a friend in Tokyo, and she was able to sell a set to me hilariously. She had a set handy, or a set extra. But I brought my Traveler's Hotel with the holiday bear to the trip because I felt like it fit the vibe perfectly. This is the special Spacia X train, the Tobu Nikko line. So yeah, most of the time I just carry this refill naked around in my little body pouch because it's more compact. And whenever there's a chance to get stamps, I just went for it. And I really like saving space by layering the stamps like this. So these are all stamps I collected from a post office in Nikko. Just to conserve space. And then this is the day after we go our separate ways. Elliot and I, my husband, he went north. He continued north to Fukushima to do some drifting for 3 days. It's a 3-day camp thing that he bought. And then I went the other way and went to Kyoto instead. So I had to take the Tobu train, which is the rail. So the special train, I had to buy it online. So my ticket was an email confirmation. But this train back to Tokyo, I purchased it basically with the ticket machine. So I was able to get a physical copy. And then took the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kyoto. And they take back the tickets with the Shinkansen machine. So unless you like have them cancel it by hand. So I wasn't able to get the physical ticket, but I have the receipt, so works well enough. But I did find this really cool tape that is basically Shinkansen tickets. So I've been using it. First evening, went to this really cool Sento converted machine. So it's a cafe. So it's like a bathhouse, a renovated bathhouse converted into a co-working space slash cafe slash bar in Jujo, I think it's the area. And they wrote like a physical receipt for me, which is nice. And then I got to spend, basically, I think I was in Kyoto for 4 days, 3 nights. First night, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days, 4 nights. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I leave on Sunday morning. And I started a stamp collection with the Snoopy campaign where you can visit their various locations. And then if you collect more than 3 stamps, you can redeem a special ticket sticker. And I love what it says on the sticker. It says, well, I don't really have anything else to do, and I'm sort of enjoying this trip. So it's literally me going around hunting for the Snoopy stamps. So I got one at Arashiyama. I got some at the Nishiki Market. And then when I finally collected 4, I was trying to redeem it in the Kyoto Nishiki Market location. They're like, oh, there's only specific ones with the red gold stores that you can redeem. So I was like, shit, I have to go back to Tokyo to find that store to redeem the sticker. And since this opens up to a lot of space, I figured I could journal in this. And I ended up putting the other character stores that I visited. So Rilakkuma, and Chiikawa. They're on this page. First highlight of the trip was Arashiyama, where I visited Tenryuji Temple. Love this brochure. It fits into the TN perfectly. Has an English explanation thing. And I pasted the Goshu into the refill, including my ticket. So there's the whole culture of collecting Goshuins. You can buy specific Goshuin, which is like these temple blessing notes, I guess. Like each temple has one, or shrine has that one, and you can collect them in specified booklets, or you can just get them as individual sheets. So I never started a book. I've always gotten sheets. So I figure I'll just keep doing this because I can always tip them in. And some of the nicer ones, I actually plan to stick them into my journal for next year as kind of like a blessing page. I don't know what exactly it does, but it's pretty cool. I got a really cool one from Kinkakuji, which is that gold Sento shrine temple. And I literally have it stuck in front of me at my desk, kind of as a power source. In Arashiyama, my old coworker helped me book this really cool out of the way tofu specific kind of dining place. Hey Scientist Plans, and it's super zen, super chill, super remote, and it's like you're dining in like a pretty isolated but really cool area, and so I didn't even need to print out the photo because the brochure had such a great photo of the place that I was sitting at. So I was sitting at probably, I think, this seat and a little bit behind that. And then this is the menu that I got. Arashiyama stamp, stamped upside down. Rookie mistake. I don't know. I keep doing this, but whatever. I kept literal junk journal. I kept the chopstick wrapper from the restaurant because you do that, right? And then Snoopy stamps from the Arashiyama location. This is another photo from their brochure. So you kind of have to hike up a little hill to find the restaurant. And then this is kind of the view that I doodled today, like catching up of Arashiyama. Really serene. I'm saving some space for journaling. And then while I was in Kyoto, there was this really fun activity. This is a whole brochure that you can get at the train station. So they designed these Hanko stamps. So Hankos are basically customized, personalized stamps that typically spells out your name in Japanese, like your first names or last names. And so they made Hankos for each stop of the Kyoto Municipal Transportation, the Kyoto Underground Rail, basically. And so there's all these stops that you can collect. So if you go to each stop, you can find the stamps. So I managed to get Kyoto and Jujo. I also went to Karasuma. I also went to Sanjo and Shijo. But I didn't find their stamps because I was in the wrong exit or not the right entrance that they have there to place their stamps. I went to a super retro cafe called Unzen. And because they don't allow you to take photos, I had to doodle and draw it there. Went to Sublo 36, which is a stationery store in Kyoto. They have one in Tokyo too, but the one in Tokyo is much smaller and they don't let you take photos. Sublo 36 in Kyoto lets you do that. And it was only me there. I was like, where's everyone? It's very out of the way though. So I'm pretty fortunate in that I have the autonomy and like to liberally decide what I want to do in my Kyoto trip because it's just me traveling solo. So it was literally see as much stationery store as I want, stay as short as I want at sightseeing spots because I'm tired, or sit down at random spots and gaze at leaves if I want to and not be rushed by a set schedule. I did make a schedule though before my trip. I'm going to show you guys my little handy dandy plotter and the tight itinerary that I made right before the trip, and then of which I like completely moved around in the Kyoto part because I was either too tired or too greedy to do more things. But yeah. So lessons learned for anyone traveling to Japan is to definitely still do your homework, but then have the flexibility to move around if you need to. That's going to make it so much more fun and more less stress, honestly, when you're traveling. So yeah, I did a lot of I went from the top part of Kyoto down to all the way south, and then went back up to Fushimi, where the Fushimi Inari, the multiple torii gates are. Not to visit the site, but to visit the character store by Chiikawa. I did collect the stamp though at the station. And then this is literally a chopstick wrapper for this unagi place I had for dinner, and I doodled on top of it as well. This is space I was leaving it to journal about the night stroll I had in the Gion area. Because I basically try to avoid a lot of the touristy stuff this time in Kyoto because I did that already on my last trip in 2023. So this year the goal was to looking at it at a different perspective, or trying to go when there's less people so I can enjoy it more. So I literally went at 8 p.m. and walked around till 9:30 Of course, all the stores were closed, but it's more like to enjoy the ambience, less to shop. So I did regret not getting to see the camera store, the Leica store at the Gion area, because the store looks beautiful. I stared at their closed store for a long time, but no, this is great. Moving back here, oh, this is a hybrid brochure. So Kinkakuji is the only tourist place that I went to, and I shuffled along with everyone else, queuing to take photos of the golden shrine, Sento temple. I think temple. And right now the view is supposed to be like this, but when I was in Kyoto, the leaves have not turned red yet, so it's still green. So imagine this, but all green. It's really beautiful. And their brochure had a really nice kind of drawing of the map. So what happens is essentially you enter here and everyone shuffle, gets stuck here to take photo of the golden temple. And then once you walk past it, that's pretty much it. Like, the real highlight of this entire temple is this section where you can see the temple. And it was very, very crowded. But once I got up here, it's really nice and relaxing. You get here, you get to collect your goshuin, and then you come down and then you leave. I had to... No hoarding this time. I bought a ton of cute stickers that matches the Kyoto theme, and I used them in my TM. So this is the beautiful goshuin from Kinkakuji. It's so pretty. And then after this temple, I went to another one close by where literally no one went. It's just me and like another guy called the Imamiya Jingu. But there I had some really delicious abura mochi. So it's like little mochis on a stick. They serve you an entire pot of tea to go with it, and it's coated with bean powder, and then roasted over fire, charcoal, and then it is slathered with this white miso paste sauce. It was incredibly delicious. After that, I went to a bathhouse converted to cafe again, another one called Cafe Sarasa. And I had the most glorious cream soda and old bathroom tile moment there. Wherever my favorite part of the trip. I went to another cafe afterwards to rest my feet. And then I was just sitting there, and then I noticed this really cool plant kind of decoration, and then it's like made of fabric. So I was sipping my chestnut mocha and then just drew it right there, kind of as a doodle thing. The place is called Here, by the way. I'm here. I was there. Went to Traverse Factory Tokyo, but actually Traverse Factory Kyoto, sorry, not Tokyo. But before that, I went to, on a friend's recommendation, went to this place that sells yuzu miso. It's so good, guys. It's delicious. It's called Hachihyaku-san. I don't know if that's the right name. But it's safe on my Google map because of a recommendation, and it's right next to the Kyoto store, the Traverse Factory Kyoto store. So I went, bought some miso to take back. It's miso that's like not too salty. It's even slightly sweet, like it's with the yuzu flavoring. So you can cook with them, of course, but it's more delicious when you eat them with already prepared food. So like slightly roasted over fish, or eat it with cheese like a charcuterie board, or even spread it like jam. It's amazing. It's the perfect sweet and savory. And I used the sailor brush pen to draw the logo a little bit. Attempted the logo. The actual packaging looks like this, so I was just trying to mimic the packaging. Traverse Factory Kyoto. So look, they finally have the store stamp just like partner shops. I think it's because they came out with the passport refill, which actually is still in Japan right now. Mine. I have entrusted it with a friend to go help me collect the TSL Narita Airport and Nakameguro stamp because I didn't have the chance to visit those three. So hopefully I'll get it back next year at some point. But I stamped the other more iconic ones. Again, I don't need to collect all the stamps anymore because I've done that, been there, done that. So I just ended up collecting a little bit and arranged them into a good collage for my page. And then the back was a nice note from the store manager who recognized me from earlier this summer. So I had to put them in. And then this is actually one of the receipt paper that the miso place gave us. Got more stamps from the Snoopy store at the Nishiki Market. This is the part where I walked a lot through slightly towards the area of Kyoto. But the goal was to go to the Snoopy store as well as to visit the Tamaru Imbo, which is a stamp store inside Kyoto. Look at that little cute stamp. And then I ended the day's stationery adventure at Inobun, which is another kind of like a lifestyle goods place, but they have a really huge stationery section on the 4th floor. What day is it? I can't even keep track. Oh, this is the last full day in Kyoto for me, and I went to the Shimogame Shrine. Anyway, it was beautiful. Again, junk from the pudding. And so it was a combination of several shrines and temples. So I visited in this one. So this is the first one you encounter. And it's a shrine for like the god of beauty or something. So a lot of celebrities and women go to pray at the shrine. And then you follow this really peaceful path up to the main shrine here. This part is typically for good destinies, so like for if you're looking for a boyfriend, girlfriend, I guess. There's a really cute little river thing here, and then so I came in and I left this way, this little dango place that was selling these little dangos on their skewers, so you can just kind of sit and relax there. Hold on. I feel like since I'm here, I gotta show you guys the cool goshuins I got from these two shrines. They collaborated with a local, with a manga artist to create their special goshuin, and it's so cool. It might be in here. I still need to find a way to display these, but they are essentially goshuins with a manga character. Look at that! And then here's the other one. So they do look kind of A5 size, so maybe I could still put it into my take a note. So this is the goddess of beauty. Aren't they pretty? So I could put it in the Traverse notebook, but maybe I'll just put it into my take a note. So yeah, really pretty goshuins. So all of the goshuins at the temples cost like pretty much around like $15. Like they're like 2,000 yen to 3,000 yen a piece, depending on the seasonal ones or not. So it's not like I'm collecting ephemera in this case. I'm buying the ephemera. Oh well. But it's worth it. These are good blessings and good vibes anyway. So Oh, and it's also here that I got one of the prettiest omamoris ever. So this shrine is known for their seasonal good luck charm, and they come out with really pretty embroidered seasonal ones. That's why I was in this shrine in the first place, and I honestly think it's not discovered by tourists yet, so if you are going to Kyoto, you definitely have to go. But look at this. They have their koyo, which is the autumn red leaf omamori, specific to this guy. And so, like, when it snows, there's a snowflake one, like during the winter. During full moon, they have a full moon version. Their cherry blossoms, obviously, are also beautiful. So, depending on the season that you go, they will be selling different ones. So, I still don't know what I was going to do with this yet. Hang it up? I don't know. It's so pretty, though. I'm just like, ugh. Glad I went. Okay, I just need to figure out how I'm gonna store that. Put it into a TN. I could secure it as a charm, maybe. And then this is their other seasonal goshuin. So other than the mango one, they have this beautiful autumn leaf version. So of course I had to get both. Went to a stationery store. This one specifically sells Kozika products. So all those like memo books that they're kind of known for. I got their store stamp here. I had to do a quick doodle of the lunch that I got, which is like a high-end maze soba place that uses wagyu and yuzu miso. Oh, again, like the yuzu theme is throughout my whole trip. And then I went to a more popular shopping street, and then I got some delicious candy pears. So it's very popular. They like drizzle or dip fruit, like really high quality fruit, into these crystallized kind of hard candy thing, and then you can eat them with a little crunchiness, kind of like tanghuru. It's called amenone. So the seasonal flavor was pear, so I got it with the pear. Went to Sayendo, which is a place that was selling traditional art supplies. Hey kids. And I bought 2 paintbrushes. They're right here, and they're beautiful. It's like so lightweight, and they had to the owner was really nice, speaks a little English, and explained to me what these are made out of, and they let you test it by giving you paper, washi paper, and a little plate of water, so you can test out how the brush do with like liquid or paint in this case. And you can like test paint invisible marks on the washi paper. It was really nice. The whole store was a vibe. It was great.
Are you streaming?
I am. But I'm almost done though. Went to randomly came across a different stationery store. And then the last stationery store of the day was Yuruno Zaka. It's like also out of the way. The owner even asked me, "How did you find this place?" Because I'm obviously a tourist. And I said, "Oh yeah, this store owner that I follow in Kurashiki went to your store this one time this year and put it on his stories." So that's how I realized. And the owner was just looking at me like, "Oh." I went to a jazz cafe. It was beautiful. It was a great experience. The owner was so nice. I had milk tea there and listened to amazing jazz music. They don't let you take photos. They just want you to immerse in the vibe. And then this was when we came back, or when I went back to Tokyo. Finally, my last morning in Kyoto. The Shinkansen ticket, I booked it on an app, so I was only able to get like a paper receipt like this. Still works. And then I got some mochi to eat on the right there. The last week in Tokyo felt like it went by in a blink of an eye, but I started like right on the get-go. Like as soon as I arrived in Tokyo, I dropped my bag at my hotel, my other hotel, and I immediately went back on the train to go to Kijijoji to meet up with my friends, because we're going to do like a huge stationery adventure. So we went to Paper Message, went to Kusogai, which is this illustrator franchise that I really like, that does like these imaginary storefronts. And then we went to Tegamisha store in the Parco department store. And then we went to this really cute, like, elf dwelling like cafe. It was like really magical. It's like it's built in a treehouse, and you have to go through this tiny, tiny door, climb up this really steep staircase, and then the servers even like do this like wheel rope thing to wheel the food up to the second floor to serve it to you. I had another cream soda. It was glorious. So yeah, it was a lot of shopping this day. My bag was super heavy at the end of the day. The beginning of the week, I went to Platter Tokyo. The beautiful name card. I tore a little bit of the wrapping paper, and they even used orange empty tape to seal their bags, which is so funny. Like, it's perfect color coordination to the Platter theme. And this is, by the way, a little paper card from Paper Message, but it's like kind of the iconic yaki. Like, it's like a type of pastry, I would say. It's like a cake, and then they fill it with custard, and then it's like in the shape of a panda. So I just thought it was funny because it fits the color of orange. And here's the sticker for Platter Tokyo. Ellie and I went back to our favorite Wagyu omakase place recommended by Chelsea years ago when she went. And this is the part where the chef, the main counter chef, like writes in calligraphy like a thank you card on the menu sheet for you. So I had to save it, of course. Another stamp collage, but this time from the Traverse Factory Station. The Tokyo Station part. So I stamped all the town, what do you call it? Prefectures that I went to. So Kyoto, Tokyo, and Tochigi, which is where the Nikko area was. More trash collecting. I think that's 3 pudding packages now. Yeah, this one, the egg one, and then this is the pumpkin one. Just imagine me at the hotel room meticulously peeling it so I could save the wrapping. Went to an unagi place again with Esther. Oh, it was amazing. I think I definitely printed out a photo for it. And then this is the paper sleeve for the for the chopsticks. Not toothpicks, chopsticks. These restaurants, they see me coming. The first thing I do is just like take the sleeves and slip them into my bag. Oh man, I was just obsessed with pumpkin because I had the pumpkin pudding here, and then at a retro cafe I had pumpkin pudding again with my friends. This was the morning we spent in Ebisu. I need to journal about it. Cookie, what's going on? Why is he obsessed with me?
We'll never know.
But you fed him and took him out, right?
I did, exactly.
Then why are you so needy, Goo? Tokyo Tower. And then there's a lot that happened like during these 2 days, but as you can see by at this point I was like running out of pages, so I was starting to conserve my spacing. So I had like 3 days per day, and now I'm like 1 page per day at this point of the insert. But I think I'll manage this day. And then finally the last full day, I it's funny because in my original itinerary, I realize I say that a lot to start stories and anecdotes. It's funny. It's not that funny, but my original schedule for Tokyo is very empty. I was leaving a lot of space for improvisation, for whims, for feeling if I'm feeling tired or we want to add things, and somehow on the last day I was like, I need to just not have any regrets about stationery places I want to go to. So, Elliot, I'm going to go to like 3 to 4 stationery places on this last day. Do you want to hang out with me? And he decided he does not want to hang out with me while I do stationery shopping. So we actually just end up doing our own thing again. which worked out perfectly because he got to stay and watch cars, which is what he was mostly doing in Japan, in Tokyo. And then I get to go walk as much as I want through stationery stores. And my favorite founding was like this afternoon. So first I spent lunch with a friend and we journaled. But then in the afternoon I went to Regaro Papiro, which I knew about from Bungu LA because they were one of the main like artists there. And then right next to Regaro Papiro is this beautiful hidden chocolate bar. The door is like super discreet. It doesn't even look like a storefront unless you know. So you go in, immediately you're hit with this like beautiful and luscious scent of chocolate, super decadent. You go in and then you have to climb up the steep kind of roundabout staircase to the second floor, and then you come into this kind of dungeon, cavern, tavern like bar space. Dark mahogany tables. The server was standing behind the long counter, just in kind of like this like professional sommelier outfit, and they're just making coffee. They're making hot chocolate, and there I got this really delicious thick cup of drinking chocolate. Just sweet enough, mostly bitter. Let's see. I feel like I must have photos for it because I love it so much. Again, no photos allowed, but I've been discreetly taking photos anyway. So this is kind of the vibe here. So I was just kind of drinking my hot chocolate and then catching up in my plotter. And what I meant by catching up in my plotter was I've been using the daily ruled pages as kind of like a daily tracker. So you can see here, day 1, day 2, day 3. On the back is like spending, and on the front is basically the ruled pages has this timeline, and I've just been using it as a literal daily timeline to the 24th hour, and kind of writing down little notes about what I did, where I went, so as I come home to do my actual journaling, I can refresh my memory and not have to refer to my phone as much. So I was doing a lot of these like kind of little catch-ups here and there when I was at these cafes, and look at me drawing myself bathing. Speaking of the coffee shops that don't allow you to take photo, where's the other one? I didn't print that one out. But that jazz bar that doesn't allow you to take photos, I sneaked a photo too.
Goodness.
Hey, I can take photo of my drink. Marzan. Last night, Ellie and I went to this like barbecue place called Jojo N. It's so good. It's delicious. It's just like, and it's kind of a between casual / high end. Because you grill the meat yourself, but the meat is really high quality and consistent. So if you really want like a good Japanese barbecue meal, I highly recommend Jojo N. It's a chain, and the reservation system online is pretty easy to do. And then, as you guys might have already heard or seen on the internet, the Penguin Suica is being discontinued in 2027 March. So I was really sad. So the last 2 days was basically me frantically buying up all the penguin stuff that I see because I don't know when's my next trip back to Japan and if they will still have it. And then the last day, this is the day we get on to the airport, airplane when on the way home, and then this is from the onigiri place. So I was pretty pleased with myself because essentially I have completed 85% of the journal by putting in all the ephemeras and travel thingies that I wanted to record. It's definitely a more less frills. I feel like for my previous travel journals, I've always been a little too perfectionist and was like, I'm not going to do any journaling until I come home, print out all the photos like I did here, and then do them all in chronological order and have as many images as I can to fully capture the experience in the trip. And then this might have just turned out to become like a 2-volume thing again. But I'm really pleased with myself, kind of like just putting in all the paper that I kept and like the stamps and the doodles and just kind of keeping it casual. Not really stressing out if I don't have all the photos in here. And this ended up being a really nice experience and a nice memory for me down the road. It all fits into one refill too. So yeah, that's kind of like a quick flip through of my trip. I was there for 2 weeks. It was really quite a long time. And as you can see, 4 full pages of photos. So what are those photos for? I actually still need to journal in my Take a Note, which is my main journal. So I'm gonna cherry pick photos to put in there. Oh, hey, fuck guys. Yes, fuck them. Oh, whatever, it's fine. So usually in my Take a Note, I put in photos from like my memories and stuff. So I think, oh, there's even photos here that I was gonna use of Cookie. But yeah, starting around the end of October, I was no longer journaling because I was super busy preparing for the beginning of my trip and wrapping things up at work. So I have a full whole section, basically most of November, to catch up on. So these, I will fit as many of these as I can in there, and write about the trip in like short spurts. I did that back in July, I think. Let me see. Yeah, so this was my July Japan trip where I filled the spaces with photo and I just did like plain writing around it with some ephemera. So I still have a little deck of ephemera pieces here, stickers. So I'm gonna try to utilize it as much as I can. Like for example, this really cute paper message sticker. So it's probably gonna do something like this. Yeah. I was, one of the purchases that I sadly didn't get was I wanted to get the Frog and Toad merch from the Hobonichi brand, but it was all sold out. Oh my goodness, it's so popular, hilariously. So, but I'm not mad because I have purchased almost everything I wanted from this Japan trip, and probably no more shopping for me until 2026, which is thankfully only a month away. Whew, all right. How long was that? That was an hour. Wow, that was an hour. Whoa. Let's cut these up. So I guess, Elliot, you ate already?
I didn't eat.
You're not eating then?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking I would just
Fast.
say yes.
Okay. I might do pizza later. Since it's still only 5:15, 5:18. I'm gonna go until 6 and then end it at 6. Then go get dinner. The sky, the night. Oh, what am I talking about? The sun sets so early now in Seattle, now that daylight saving is here. It's so sad. By the way, here's another one of my favorite purchase from the trip. It's a little brass pen rest shaped like a mountain. So I figure I could use this when I paint, when I write. For example, this is my new glass pen that I acquired at Tips. So I'm going to set it like that, like so. It's a special collaboration item too between Angers, which is a stationery store brand, with this brand called Koku, I think. And they make like brass desk accessories. I did get another cute pen rest though. It's actually a chopstick rest, but it's the Sanshoku dango. I also got it in like another variation, which is the Mitarashi dango. So I got a lot of cute stuff this trip. I got a lot of stuff this trip. That's not dance about the bushes. That's not the right way to use that sentence. Whatever. Oh. Printer had an issue yesterday and it was printing all of my photos in green, which is super annoying. So thankfully it was fixed, but I wasted 2 full pages. Sure. So yeah, I think thanks to my 2-day, 3-day break, I call it the vacation from my vacation. I think I'm very much recovered from jet lag. My husband as well. And so we're ready to go back to work tomorrow. Not that I'm looking forward to going back to work, but you know, it is what it is, holiday season. But I think my traveling is mostly done this year. Unless, Ellie, are we going to Mexico City?
No, we're not.
We're not going to Mexico City. So much traveling this year. Holy moly. And I'm honestly happy to be done. I'm very happy for the break. I don't have any more days off or long holidays anymore, other than like, you know, the little Thanksgiving and then the Christmas and New Year's. But I used up, I've already like ate into my PTO from next year. So no more holiday for me. But Elliot might be taking like a long, like kind of consecutive break after his Christmas days, because he still has a lot of days left from his PTO. So jealous.
Yeah, I have to actually look.
Oh, you might not have them?
No, I mean, I have to look exactly how many days I have.
Because usually he takes it from Christmas and all the way to the New Year, which is honestly such a great thing. I have a friend who is doing that, and already, Colin's already on his break, right? Like his...
Oh, he's taking all of December off.
Oh, I thought he took it off starting this month.
No, all of December.
All of December, got it. Okay. But he went on the boys' trip to Vancouver.
He did. But it was only 2 days off, Friday and Monday.
Oh, that's not too much then.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do any long breaks because I don't have any more holidays. I thought about going up to Vancouver to visit Joe, but I guess it's no longer possible. So we'll see. But I'm spoiled. I had a great trip and a great vacation. Like, it truly felt like vacation. Last time I went to Japan for vacation, we were kind of babysitting. I can't really say that word because I feel like they did still do things on their own. But it was a little bit more stressful because both of our parents were there. There was a lot more to look after than ourselves. Whereas this trip, Elliot, you know, just enjoyed to the max all the car things that he wanted to do. He actually got quite a lot of insider's experience too, because he got to meet up with a lot of his Instagram friends, just like I do, who are into cars, and they took him around Tokyo quite a lot, like to do some night drives, go to like the Cars and Coffee, and like special car spots. So for me, it was a very stationary focused trip. I don't intend it to be that way, but it usually turned out that way because I can't help myself. And then he got to make it a very car focused trip as well. Like he visited a few stores that did like clothing and Porsche collaborations, and he got to buy his model cars. We're just past the phase where Japan is no longer like a tourist location. It's more like a hobbyist, enthusiast travel destination. We're not there for the touristy sites, but we're there for like experiences that we enjoy. So for me in Kyoto, I was all about looking for like the bathhouse, Sento converted spaces, and obviously stationery stores and retro cafes. When Elliot was picking places to go in Tokyo, he was looking only for like car focused things. So count off the fingers how many touristy places we went to. We only went to like one. All the neighborhoods we were in were all very like stationary or car focused. But it was super fun. It was a super fun trip. Alright, let's see. I need to organize it by day. Still the first day. This is the trip, and this is Kyoto, Nikko.
Did you tell him about this when we stayed in Nikko?
You guys can talk about it later yourself.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely doing pizza later, Elliot. I'm like feeling the craving after seeing my photos from the Marumo pizza. Alright, some ephemera I definitely want to use. This one. Spatial X. The Penguin Cafe. Yamanote line. The sky. I thought about using this one, but look at that. Maybe this will go onto my take a note. Such a cool one. And then maybe not these. Okay, definitely a Nikko one. Hello. I print those photos with a printer. It's a regular Epson 3-in-1 copy photo, so it originally looks like this. So it's like letter sized. Oh shoot, I messed up my order. I think it's like this. And I trim it to size. But funnily, I don't recommend a printer. I always say you should get a Canon because or specifically the Pixma line, because it's better for printing photos. Alright, so these are the stickers I want to use for shoresies with my trip. Leave this here so I can like remind myself. I think I will use this photos by Tokyo International Pen Show. I kind of wish they make more merch with the penguin theme they do each year instead of just like as the poster photo. Like, why can't they make like the stickers with the penguins? You can make stickers, postcards. Instead, they always just make the pens and the ink and then like maybe the bag. But I want something more stationary than that. Maybe I'll do this penguin one as another Tokyo International. Oh no, I'll do this durian. Oh, but I really like this penguin though. Oh, I wish I bought it. I wish I bought it. This one. The glass pen that got away. Oh, don't worry. I didn't use the scissor. I used a ruler. And a X-Acto knife. Tokyo International Pen Show. Landing. And then I'll put the Yamanote line here. Nice. And once I place the photos down, then I can start journaling. I don't know when I'm gonna start working on the Substack post. Feels like I need like a dedicated 3 hours to sit down. I do want to write about the Tokyo International Pen Show as like a separate entry because there's just so much to talk about for this event alone. You know, coming from a stationery enthusiast perspective, because mostly we've only seen pen people write about it. Like, honestly, more people should write about it. What? Like, it's so hard to find information about it from like a user point of view, whereas a lot of people write about the American pen shows. Yamanote line. Nice. Then I think the third was kind of like a hangout day. Elliot got his card.
Hello.
Thanks for subscribing.
What's up, Tig? You can't hear me?
And if I don't remember the date, I can go back to my daily planner or my daily log journal to
The shit's on my
get reminded. Oh, Lord Coffee, of
This is
course.
probably better. Even that's the way I like it. Yes. I think it was great. We had a lot of fun. We stayed at a super nice hotel, the Ritz Carlton in Nico. It was very up the Ryan Nolan alley, I would say.
It's funny because Elliot's like recapping his story now on the other end.
And
So people can hear it on both sides. Part of Tokyo. I'll save this for the other part.
Yeah.
I need to put the sticker down.
Just nice
Spaceship
freshness.
X.
It was good. The drifting was good. Tokyo was tons of fun. I actually found a really cool bar that... No, I found this fun bar called Tangle. Yeah, which is in Daioh.
We both found a jazz bar that we like.
Which was... I thought you would really like it. It's this like low-key bar.
Casual.
Very casual, but they had like a DJ playing like city pop and jazz. Very nice.
Which is totally my thing.
Right up your alley. You know? Yeah. So that was cool. It was a cool little bar. I was on my last night. And, yeah, like the night before our flight is when I went out to that bar. So that was nice.
Okay, it's getting hard to
Got a lot of
stuff
good
everything
food.
in. But, gotta do it.
Yeah, just a generally good time. Tokyo was a lot of fun. Just a good vibe.
Where was the Kanaya Hotel sticker? There we go.
What's Wow Pao Chow?
Nice.
Okay.
You know what? I'll move this here.
Oh, wow. Pow, which is a negative. Or is that the bite?
It's really hard to combine these two in a nice way.
What was the most fun? Probably the day of drifting at Bisu was the pow. Or sorry, the wow.
The wow.
The pow was... The restaurant.
Yeah, I'll do this for now.
Probably
before I overthink.
We got the Japanese dinner at the restaurant in Nikko at the Ritz, which I thought was a bit of a letdown.
What?
April just yes. Best bite. I have this ramen place I love. That's get triggered, April.
Judging his best bite.
And the thing was, I think there's a little story behind it, because like when I landed, I went.
You freaking went to the wrong one.
I went to the wrong place because I fucked up. And because I fucked up, I was like, oh, it's gone downhill. You know? But then I realized, like, I didn't go to the right place on my Google map. So there's like a bunch of places right next to each other.
Hilarious.
So then on the last day, or second to last day, I went. I was like, oh, like I'll go back just because it's close to the hotel. But then I realized, like, oh shit, I went to the wrong place. I went to the right place and it was so good. It was just very fatty, like pork.
So funny
base.
that he went to the wrong place.
Far off. That was just It's the spot.
It's supposed to be his favorite ramen place, but he went to the wrong one.
Yeah, that's it. It's nice, kind of casual. I don't really speak much English. I mean, we had a lot of good food, to be fair. Actually, maybe it was the pizza.
What? No.
Yeah, we went to this pizza place. Apparently it's the
You
best
hyped
pizza in the world.
hyped up that place too much. No.
I mean, we didn't have a reservation. There was no reservation within 2 months, so we had to like pleb it up, stand in the line, which was a massive line, but we could order to go and not wait. Which
Director's commentary.
But yeah, no, it was a very nice pizza.
Elliot, what about the tonkatsu? What about the Wagyu barbecue on the last night?
I mean, that stuff was all good.
What about the Wagyu omakase?
Wagyu omakase.
And you're like, pizza?
Those are all good bites, but if I had to pick one...
No!
April's like disagreeing with me.
I'm not allowing you to pick that as your favorite bite.
Yeah, so overall it was a really good trip.
Justice to our trip plan. I
actually,
really want to include this in my journal, though. This is the bath inside our hotel.
It was not a restaurant. It was instead
Yeah, I'll put it here.
Hotel we stayed at on our second stint in Tokyo. Get triggered April. We stayed at this different Mitsui garden. And it was so... Like, the size of it was, like, kind of small for two folks.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
He's such a...
And, like, all of our bags, and April bought a whole bunch of stationery stuff. Shocker.
You're such a baby. Didn't we make it work?
So we had that just all over the room at this point.
So?
Yeah. So, I actually wanted to upgrade the room, but they, like, didn't. They couldn't upgrade our room.
Because you're a pleb.
It's too late. What did we think of the Delta Select Plus?
Why are we talking about flights
Their
instead of all the things
flight.
we can talk about in Japan?
It's okay.
Let's see. I do want to
It's
include
not that
the
much more than regular class.
the
so I feel like it's
onsen
worth it.
cafe, so
it's
I
definitely
definitely
no
should
Delta
have
One,
this photo in there, or maybe this guy. This guy.
It's not
yeah.
true business. Yep. Oh, Nico, which is like a... And we took this baller train called the Space
Oh, I
Jet
forgot.
X,
I even have like
which
ephemera here.
was hilarious.
Hilarious. Luxurious.
It was luxurious. It was like luxury in like the old way that you imagine, like in the 1920s, like riding a train. You know?
Ooh.
Oh, Nico? Yeah, I think it's like a 1.
All right, here he comes.
Here
the
it comes, April,
here,
get triggers.
here it comes.
I think it's a 1 to 2 day event.
Just call it a good trip.
At most. To go up to Nico, because it's a nice little lake. Like, it's nice, like, you get away from the city, you know, you're, like, up in the villages.
Villages.
It's like Cannon Beach. You know, you're going to Cannon Beach for the weekend. Exactly.
Describe Nico as Cannon Beach. Oh my goodness.
Exactly. That's perfect. And that's actually perfect for the Ritz, because it's mega expensive, but you're only going to be there for, like, you know, like, 1 or 2 nights. So even though it's mega expensive, like, it's not going to be actually that much. See what I'm getting at? But the total bill will be not... It's not like, oh, I'm going to be, like, 5 days deep.
Because the hotel is so expensive, we ended up just like enjoying the amenities the entire time. Like I barely did any sightseeing, and all the time we spent in the town was queuing for this tonkatsu place, which is totally worth it. Which was totally worth it. All right.
Oh, good.
I'm running out of space.
No, we didn't have afternoon tea, but we did have the breakfast, which was super good.
Perfect.
Honestly, the whole hotel was super nice. I did not hit the gym, but because I was lazy sack shit. But I saw the gym was very nice.
We looked at the gym.
The fudge monkeys.
But I mostly spent most of my time at the bath, which Elliot doesn't even partake in.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, and the room was like so nice.
Oh,
With, like a personal onsen in the room.
luxurious.
The room's like massive.
I want to go back, Nico. I have to.
Yeah, it was good. And 2 weeks was like good duration.
To be honest, towards the end, I was even like,
April was like at first, it's too long.
it's a little
then
too
she's
long.
Like, it's not long enough.
But then at the airport, I'm like, it's not long
I
enough.
feel like it's like the perfect amount.
It was the perfect amount. Okay, that's
My take.
very little space to journal about 4 really packed days, but whatever. I can always add memo pages. All right, back to my.
Oh, I met some interesting people when I went up to do the drifting.
Elliot, don't talk bad about other people.
Am I gonna talk bad about other people? You bet.
At least not when I'm live streaming.
Not when you're. I mean. So this one of the guys, like everyone else who was there, was a Euro, which was fine. But one other guy was an American, and he was just this super odd character. You know the
This
vibe
is a
of someone who's
glue
like overly
glue
into
stick.
Japan,
and it's super nice for doing large surface gluing.
but in like
There's also the
a
mini version.
weird way.
But oh my goodness, I need to show you guys. So
I
Joe
know
turned
that.
me onto this
You know.
amazing glue stick.
Yes,
It's shaped like a pen.
that
It's
is
the
this
pit pen.
man,
It was perfect for when I was traveling.
and it's just
I
like
was able to
super
glue all the
awkward.
pudding
I
things
was
on
just like, you're
easily. Alright.
doing
6.
You're giving us
That
Americans
was
bad names.
Arashiyama Day. Oh, nice. Oh, do I have stickers from Arashiyama? I guess. Is this the day I also went to Fushimi? Okay, so this sticker is staying on here today. But luxurious breakfast from
Holy
the
shit.
hotel. So this is the day I also went to. What is that?
Oh, Tick, how was the boys' weekend in Van? It was good. What was it? What did the participant count end up being?
Beautiful.
Damn.
Beautiful
boys are
trip.
Deep. Holy shit! I love it.
Oh, I had such a good time in Arashiyama. It was a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah. So it started on
There are
Thursday.
obviously like the main shopping street is super tourist overran, but like me, I'm one of them. But I think the trick is to just go as early as you can, then you'll be fine. Which I'm glad I did. So let's do this.
This was on a Thursday.
Ah, beautiful.
Because they left later. Oh wow, what's the thoughts on a road trip in that? Was it a Yesla?
And I was
Oh.
so lucky because before we went to
Yeah.
Japan, like the weather was just horrible apparently. Like it was raining all the time. And a lot of people were in Kyoto and just getting caught in the downpour. But when we arrived, it was just glorious weather every day. We did have like
And they came
two
in on
like
the
slightly
hotel,
rainy
on the
days. It's not
plane.
even like that much. So all the way till the end, and it wasn't like until the last day that it started like raining again. So we were just like immensely blessed on this trip on so many
Yeah,
ways.
I like it.
Oh, here's the
How did you get in?
Ginkakuji, the
that you?
Golden Shrine Temple Senji? Not Sento.
Got it.
Senji.
Did you have to play Commander?
It was beautiful. And then
That is kind of
Like-
crazy.
two different dangles. Like I have to
Kill
do
yourself.
this one. And early November, the leaves haven't turned.
You didn't want to partake
Red
in
yet?
the Commander.
But there are some ginkgo leaves already, so some
You weren't under
gold,
the influence.
some
of the
golden vibes here and there.
Oh wow, you played a giraffe.
Okay, nice.
That's disgusting.
There is a from my ephemera book. Where are you? I do want
Which would have
to
been Saturday
put this
or
into
Sunday?
my journal.
Because you guys went up on Thursday.
Oh, here.
For breakfast. How was the weather?
And then on my Shinkansen rides, I picked both times, like both ways, the side that will allow me to see Mount Fuji. Both times it was cloudy. Unlucky, unlucky me.
10-4.
Well, actually, the sticker was supposed to be here. It was supposed to be
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
supposed to be here.
Nightingale.
And then Sunday was Shinkansen ride home to Tokyo. Oh, it's funny because many points of the trip. Oh, there I go. I said it's funny again. I guess that's my pet peeve, like people's pet peeve of me, my habit. It's interesting that I started calling our Tokyo place home a lot.
Where did
When
they
I'm referring
fly
to
out
like
of van, or-
going back to the hotel or something, like, oh, I'm heading home. I'll be
I
home
see.
soon. It just rolls
So they
off the
left on
tongue.
a Sunday, right? In the morning.
I should use a Kyoto tape.
Okay. A little PDX. I like that. So Sounds like a good little weekend. What was the pow wow whatever the fuck? Was it that
And I
dinner
was like,
place
oh wow, we're
enchantment or
so
whatever?
comfortable with where we're staying
thank
that
you.
we're just calling it home. No, I missed
Got it.
this one. By the way, these are sticker back paper from onlinelabels.com. I swear by these. This is the white gloss.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have stickers from Kichijoji. I guess I could use that giant cat. This is another sticker I got
Was
from
Nightingale
the...
expensive or?
That's silly.
Wow.
There's another more normal cat here. Relatively.
What did you think of Van as a location for the?
That takes up the entire
the
page.
boys'
Never
weekend.
mind. I'll save it for next time. I'd rather journal about my trip.
Mm-hmm.
And then, whoa,
Yep.
we're so
The
soon.
main
Right. Color Tokyo, where were you?
for the squad.
There we go. I should have used the Florida Tokyo sticker here. It's okay.
That's nice. Better city than the Spo. Yeah. I mean, 8 is a fucking deep group.
I'm gonna break out this tape.
Yeah.
I've
Did you
been
feel
wanting
like that
to use it
was
for a long
too
time.
many? Or?
It's a bathhouse inspired empty tape. And it's actually originally, I think, a lottery one. Like, you have to play the gashapon. But somehow, somewhere, I managed to buy this. Maybe this is from a Taiwanese store. They want it from the gashapon. But it's like the
Which would have been
pixelized
13, or should have been 11.
Mount Fuji vibe. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba. So good.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have just had to do like 2 things. You know, like one person's going to Chinese, one person's going somewhere else, you know.
Hello, Planner Zoe, pretty place. This is a take note planner. Oh. I do want to save and put in.
I do like it.
This guy right here.
Pull the old moose. Nice. Yeah, so you think like maybe like 10 would be like good cap size?
I used to use a Hobonichi, but I really love the 2 days per page layout because it's less stressful. And
then,
I was
like,
able to,
thing
catch
of,
up very easily in this layout.
like
So I'm a convert. I love.
Makes it a bit easier.
I went back to the take a note. I used to take a note before.
I feel like a good bet.
Okay, I am on the 10th. 10th.
You know? It's like
Ooh,
some
okay,
people are
unagi.
like, oh, like, let's
Unagi.
play Mad. Kill me.
Yes.
Kill me,
In
guy.
Tokyo Station.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna put this not on the inside page, but on the outside page. There, that looks better.
No. I'm just saying, in the golf trip, that definitely helps out.
I got a new phone right before I left, and then so when I was setting up my stream today, I was like, why isn't anything working?
Just on the golf trips. Are you
This
still
is
the
the
planner for
Powder
the
Tokyo
Young Timers golf
interior.
trip? For Jackson.
And I could use the sticker.
Is that as well a Young Timer? Is there 2 squads now?
My goodness. So good.
But not to the same level as the golf trip, right?
The Take a Note planner. It's called a planner, but I actually use it as a journal. So this is my main journal
It's like
throughout
this
the
is
whole
still
year.
like kind of one
Every
of
day,
those, but like
memory keeping, photos, rants, documenting things about me throughout the year, just like I used Hobonichi. Okay, unagi. And then I also went to Tokyo Station. Do I have photos of Tokyo Station?
yeah. What's the party size?
I have the pen stuff, but I didn't do that this day. Elliot. Oh yeah, we had like this whole like relaxing time most of the trip where we just like go back to the hotel and watch sumo on the TV. It was very satisfying. Here's a photo.
Do you think you would ever not go on that trip?
And then
The Jackson one, or the? Because I guess the golf one you've kind of like fixed, so to speak, by splitting it into 2 parties.
pizza, which we did take-out. And then dinner was I didn't print the Gotanda. I should do this photo though of Elliot just car watching. It was very iconic of him. It was very interesting to watch, and like we watched so much that we recognized some names
Or do you
of
find
the
the Barry
players.
Jackson one more fun?
But it was very interesting because while we were watching, there was some like Westerner looking sumo players, and that was very interesting. Like there's this guy from Ukraine that was participating, and we're like, that doesn't look right. And then like we were reading about his whole backstory about how like he trained as a youth, he plays in the Ukrainian league, and then like when the Russia obviously invaded, and then he had to like escape and move to Tokyo and play professionally here since then. And then his whole story is just so interesting. And then there was this other guy. I was like convinced he's not Japanese. I was like, this guy's too hairy to be a Japanese sumo player. And then I was correct. He was actually a Filipino descent. His father was Japanese, but his mother was Filipino. So we were just analyzing all these unique players that we watch playing sumo. And now I kind of get it a little bit more.
Like you said, it's just one weekend. It's just
like my understanding of sumo is no longer isolated to the sumo hot pot, which was what I really like about. It's like a champo something.
Right. So
it's a specific hot pot that sumo players eat to bulk up. Normal people could eat it too.
Yeah.
It's very filling.
And honestly, like, it's a nice time of year to be down there, right?
Oh, you watched Kim Michelle, the Ukrainian player?
Northwest, like, you get some nice weather.
Oh, here's the fall colors. of this tape. You're heavily into it. Nice. So yeah. We were very like cheering for the Ukrainian guy.
Fun.
But then like at this key moment he like slipped and fell out of the ring. Elliot, tell your friends about watching sumo.
Huh?
Tell your friends about watching sumo.
Oh, did you go to the sumo?
Cause didn't Colin go to watch sumo? It was so much fun.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
I'm like eyeing this and like deciding if I could peel this off. I did not like him at first, but he has grown on me. I know. That was his only loss. He was 7-1. Ellie, remember the Ukrainian guy?
Yeah.
Who was really good,
we were watching a little bit.
But then he like slipped.
Or not online, but on the telly.
And then there's the guy that Elliot very meanly called
white guy,
the triple titties,
you know?
the tri-tooth guy. He was very big, but he keeps falling.
And he's from Ukraine, of all places. So that was kind of wild. And he like slipped in. He is actually kind of like OP.
OP.
Correct. Yeah. He was just like popping off on kids, and then he like slipped and fell.
I know.
In this match, and like it was like he was like 7-1, but then he like fucked up. Everyone was like, "Oh my god." He's just fucking done.
And Ellie and I were arguing whether his back, there was like his whole back, we were like, was it a birthmark
yeah,
or
he
he
looked like, it was like, was he dirty from falling, or did he have like a birthmark?
Yeah, and I was like arguing that it is a birthmark. My haul from Japan. Hilarious. Wow, did I use up all my photos already? I definitely am like front heavy with the photos. I should post this photo of the sky tree though. Oh, I took this because I was close to that. But yeah, planners, these, I have a lot of washi tapes. No comments after that. And I thought I could control myself on my recent Japan trip because I really don't need more washi tapes. But I managed to buy some more washi tapes. Oh, I should use the Shinkansen one.
Really?
The only saving grace is that, you know, this season, most of the tapes there are like Halloween / Christmas, and that's like not super my aesthetics. If I was there during cherry blossom season, I would be dead. But this is the Shinkansen tape, which I'm gonna use on this part. Actually, this first one I need to do it here.
Oh. The girlfriend.
And then another one here. Actually, not that one. That one still says Tokyo. And by a lot, I mean a lot. I have.
As a guest or as...
I have a lot of washi tape.
Oh, that's a good question. Like, I challenge people to have more washi tape than me.
Actually, is that a fun? Is that a good challenge?
I feel like, you know, the wedding is for them.
These are the ones
so
I
much
got.
for me,
Oh, this one is like honey cake. So good.
versus someone else. So I feel like I see
this Chikawa one is kind of good. Let's go eat ramen. This
I
guy
see the
says.
value in doing it in Tokyo.
Oh, Kim Michelle, you missed it, but I actually already flipped through.
I guess most of your guests probably never been to Japan.
Japan trip refill. Filled
more inviting
with all the ephemeras
parts of Japan
of my trip.
Yeah.
With the Goshuin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you can watch the replay.
Shinkansen
or on YouTube.
Or fly. And, yeah. I think I would... I guess, like, I mean, I think they should do whatever they want. That's the first thing they should do. I don't really think there's a wrong answer, so to speak, but...
And the Kimokuse, because when I was there, it was the Kimokuse season, and they smell so good.
In the home. Then it's probably, it makes no sense just to do that then.
I feel like I should do the cake. This says
because they have
unlimited Castella. I love it. That's what you want. You just want unlimited Castella in your life. That's my life's wish as well. Unlimited Castella.
Well, it's kind of like you're only gonna go like it's not like the only way.
Yeah, it's like a whole hour.
If you're like a US person, right? And you could attend their thing in Portland, and so you kind of like I feel like get the option to be like, hey, for the Japan thing, like we're gonna do something more connected to our roots, you know, rather than do something that's like more tourist based. So then I would do Nagoya. You know?
Wait, why Nagoya?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like if people want, like people who are gonna come, right? They're just gonna come. They're not just gonna come for the wedding, unless they already live there, right?
Oh, it looks so good.
Exactly.
Choco. Makes me laugh. Yeah, I'll just do a small Castelli here.
I don't know. I don't think much really. Like what kind of? I guess I don't know. Like.
I came back on Friday and I essentially just slept the day away. Because of, like, Elliot's strategy was to beat jet lag by not sleeping.
Well,
but
I feel like Wes's wedding was...
I came home to some, like, distressing things at home. So I was just like, I'm going to sleep my way out of anger. So, and so I ended up sleeping, like, from 9 a.m.
But I also think, like...
oh yeah, I want to do the sleep guy. From 9 a.m. all the way till 5 p.m. And it helped. It made me feel much
Right.
better.
And less, you know, for the foreigners. Because, like, I feel like you only really need to do planning if you're like, oh, like, we're trying to, like, help a lot of foreigners, like, figure it out.
This guy.
You know what I'm saying?
But man, having this day, like having this weekend to recover from my Japan trip was the best decision ever. Instead of like going straight back to work. Like having Friday to sleep, Saturday to just relax and take it easy. And then today, like I got so much journaling done. I don't have to worry about like all these stuff like sitting around and like just hanging over me as one usually does after a trip. It's just such a relief.
I mean, I understand that, but I feel like the writing is like instead for.
Alright, I think I also wanted to put like the Goshuin in here.
Excuse that's like,
don't
hey,
have
like
space
you can
in
come
here.
if you want, but like it's not necessarily like meant for you, if that makes sense. So you're just gonna have to like be on your own.
I know, right? I was very pleased with myself. So I have 2 manga Goshuins, and I think I have another one here from Kinkakuji. Is this another one? No.
Yeah, I mean, which most people could just get from Goo.
Oh, here's a tip one that I can tip in. So here I have 3 Goshuins. Oh no, this one is a really good one. This is
I think
the money
some
one.
similarity,
Gold.
but
So this I'm gonna put in my new planner for
I
next
also
year.
think it's a bit different.
it's like a give me all the good vibe kind of power source. So I have 2 beautiful manga one. I might save this for next year as well because this is the God of Beauty. So this is hoping that I am prettier next year.
In the US as an excuse. Like, come celebrate us in the US. Like,
And then this one is the other one. It kind of fits.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about like Japanese weddings.
I'm gonna
You know,
kind of
like,
trim this a
what the
little bit so it
traditional
fits.
wedding is like.
Is it like really bad
like-
if you
I
like
mean,
trim
like-
Goshuin?
You know, it could be more like that.
Whatever.
Like this is
Did it.
we're doing like a traditional thing. Yeah.
Wait, who's having their wedding in Japan?
One of Ryan's friends is marrying a Japanese girl,
I see. Is he going?
and Ryan's gonna go to the wedding in Nagoya.
Oh wow, delicious food.
Actually, I don't think where they're having a wedding in Japan, but they don't know where it's planned yet.
The unagi.
April says it's some unagi.
Yeah.
We did have some savagely good unagi.
Savage. Bullet. Using the Castella tape as the securing medium for the Goshuin. Nice. Okay. Oh wow, more journaling. No, I'm not gonna journal on that.
Tonkatsu is so good.
Also, I think this is actually like a have a good baby god. Shoot. Do I want that? But it's okay. The other
Dang,
ones
it's
I
like
will
in a
use
little
for my new
Sammy.
planner.
That looks good.
And then I should put this one in the tips.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy how cheap the food is there. Just generally.
Actually, no, I want to use more of the Castella tape. It's just so good. Yes. Infinite Castella.
Yeah, we only had one meal that was like US expensive. In all of our meals.
But I feel like once you get to the Michelin level, it's like definitely expensive. You can't help it. Nice. Ready to journal. I'm gonna use one of these sticker sets. This is essentially me during my
Chicken.
During my reset period. I was just chilling and
cool.
reading manga and taking it easy.
Kind of vibe, yeah.
Yes, Kim, because no hoarding.
Good old excuse.
You know, I've been through the years of saving the stickers for the cover or saving it for an occasion, but this time, no. I've learned my lesson as a stationery user for the past 10 years, is that if you want to use a sticker, you just got to stick it down. I'm like, actually, like finally doing what Kelly does, which is, this is what she does. Alright guys, I think this is it for tonight. I'm gonna log out, go get some food, and come back and journal later. Bye!